And your Father who sees what is hidden will repay you. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. I think our world tries to make life real easy on us, and they kind of present us or give us different tools or things to make things easier. I love traveling nowadays. Why? Because you pull up your phone if you get the smartphone, and what do? We say, hey, Google, right? Where are we going? How do I get there? Punch that into my Google Maps, and it'll sometimes give me the best way to go, and a lot of times it's the easiest way to go. My kids have turned me on to another app, which I'm sure all of you know. It's called Waze, the Waze app. How many of you know Waze app? Raise your hand. There you go. I mean, that one even is so much better because it will tell you if there's going to be a traffic jam, and they'll say, hey, get off here and take this road to get around the traffic jam. Or guess what? There's an accident ahead. Or guess what? There's a policeman up ahead. It tells you, what to do just to make your journey go a little bit easier. Done are the pulling out the maps and the paper maps and trying to figure them out and navigate. It just makes life so much easier. There's so many things. Cooking. I mean, how many instant things are there on the market nowadays? Of course, at Thanksgiving time a couple of years ago, I always try to have it at my house, and I just told my sister-in-law, we'll just do instant potatoes. Oh, no, that didn't go over so well. All right, but sometimes it's not a bad thing to do. That quick, easy thing like that gets us there just a little bit quicker. Something came across my phone the other day, and it even talked about how we don't have to do sit-ups anymore, okay? All those ab exercises, all right? All you have to do is eat ice or drink some real cold ice water before you go to bed, right? I mean, that will help take care of that tummy you-know-what. Well, I've got a ton of ice at my bedside right now. It's not working, okay? But they're trying to tell us that there's always an easier way, a simple way, a quicker way to get where we're going, to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish. Today is not about the easy way. It's not about the quicker way. In a little bit, you will come to the fonts back there, and Father Dave and I and others will place a cross on your forehead, and we will have you say the words, I will turn away from sin and be faithful to the gospel. We're going to put a cross on your forehead. It kind of contradicts everything that our society is trying to tell us, because that cross kind of represents not the quick and easy, not the simple. That cross on Ash Wednesday today, it contradicts everything that the world points to, because it's telling us that, look, it's not going to be easy. You're going to make sacrifices. This season of Lent is given to us as a gift so that we can become better. I always love to use the expression that Matthew Kelly uses, that we can become the best version of ourselves. And sometimes that's not always easy. It's about chipping away. It's about chiseling away. It's about tearing something away so that we can become what God has made us to be. When we put that cross on our forehead, we begin a journey. We begin the journey to Easter. Now, I love being Catholic. Why? Because of this season. I love being Catholic because of the other seasons. Why? Because it gives me an opportunity to step back, to kind of look at my life and say, what do I need to work on? What do I need to make better? What relationships do I need to improve on? And knowing that these 40 or so days are ahead of me, I know it's not going to be easy. My dad and I were coming back last night from Owasso. Jack had a basketball game out there, and we both looked at each other and said, Ash Wednesday's tomorrow, Lent's tomorrow. Made a left-hand turn into Culver's and made sure we got an ice cream before Lent. All right? He's diabetic. It probably wasn't such a good idea, but I said, this is it. But lying ahead of us are these 40 days where we will take some of those things away, that we will try to do just a little bit more. The church asks us to focus on 3 areas: prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. The idea of prayer, yes, we find a way to increase our time with God, our conversation with God, our time that we spend alone. Some of us, we already have a good prayer life. I think I do, but then I say, no, I can make it just a little bit better. Why wouldn't I want to? In that area of prayer, I don't know, maybe we open up the scripture just a little bit more. Maybe we attend the greatest prayer experience we can during the week just a little bit more. Maybe I'm preaching to the choir right here, but, are you a CEO Catholic? A Christmas and Easter only? All right, I know we've heard it other ways. I heard that one. I thought that was good. Maybe we become a Sunday Catholic, an every Sunday Catholic. Maybe you are just a SO Catholic, Sunday only. Maybe you come to this prayer experience of liturgy during the week a little bit more. Maybe here at St. Mark or Holy Family, St. Anne, St. John's Davison. You'll be surprised that when you start participating in this prayer with your community before God, how that might have an effect on your day and how you live each day with the people around you, the people in your life. That's prayer. Maybe at the end of your day, when you're getting ready to snooze off into the evening, maybe you pause for a moment and you say to yourself, okay, God, I want to give you thanks for today. And kind of reflect on your day. Who did you come across today? What good things happened to you today? What are the blessings? And you can just say, there's my day. God, thank you so much for all these little things that you did. And then maybe also you take it a little further and you say, where did I fall short today? Who was I mean to today? Who did I talk bad to today? Maybe you say, Lord, tomorrow, help me to be a better person. That's a great way to end your day with prayer to God. When we're called to fast. Today is one of those big days of fast. Good Friday is one of those big days of fast. What does that really mean? Yes, we take things away so that we hunger for food and we begin to understand what it means to hunger for God. You take these things away, and inside of you, you say, I'm so hungry for that cheeseburger, but I need to be as hungry for that cheeseburger as I am for God. Or I need to be, hungry for that cheeseburger, so that I can be hungry for God that way. That's what the fasting is all about. It's to point us in the right direction, that we don't desire this over here so much, but we desire that right there so much more in our lives. That's what the fasting is all about. It's not to make life difficult on us. It's not to make life hard on us. But it's to bring us closer to our relationship with God. And that's part of the challenge of these 40 days. That's why we fast. That's why we give up chocolate. We give up these sweets and everything during Lent, and then on Easter we eat 10 pounds of chocolate, don't we? All right? It's really not what it's supposed to be about, my brothers and sisters. It's about saying, I don't need that. I need that. That's what I need more in my life. And we talk about the almsgiving. It's about giving up maybe, some of those desires that we spend, too much of our time and energy and resources on. And we say, I don't need that today, and I'm going to take what I would normally spend on that, and I'm going to give it to those that need. There's lots of opportunities to do that, always. We have, passed out our rice bowls. Maybe it's just that little cardboard box that you throw some change into each day. That goes to help so many people out. It feeds the poor. You know what? God has given us enough resources for everybody on this earth to have plenty. Problem is that we tend to hoard so much for ourselves. I know we say to ourselves, well, I've been blessed. God bless me. I get to keep it all. No, you don't. It's about giving back and taking care of others. I mean, that's what that almsgiving is all about. This journey is not meant to be easy. It's not meant to be instant. It's not meant to be, for us that we can just get through these 40 days just like that. It's about, again, trying to figure out how do we become the best version of ourselves. I want to share something with you. You know what? God made you. God made you, and Lent is a time that you let Him work on you. You let Him work on you. Ephesians 2, chapter 10, verse 10 says that we are God's workmanship. We are His masterpiece. We are His poetry. Lent is a beautiful time to let Him continue on that masterpiece, to bring out the best in you. Yes, by sacrificing. Yes, by challenging yourself. I love Psalm 139. It says, God made us fearfully and wonderfully. Fearfully and wonderfully. You didn't start out bad. You started out good. Lent is a time to bring all of that out. Acts chapter 17, St. Paul tells the people, he says, there's no accident here. There's no accident that God put you where you're at and on this journey. And brothers and sisters, today we pray that we take on the sacrifices. We take on the challenges. When that cross goes on our forehead today, we're saying, God, make me that masterpiece. Work in me, work through me, work with me. You'll be surprised where it takes you from that journey from here to Easter, the celebration of life beyond life.